Hello, folks. Welcome to EV Tech News presented by Motor India. Joining us today for this episode is Mr. Nikhil Khurana, who's the MD and CEO of Fox Motor, India's first hybrid electric retrofit car company, coming up with xEV platforms for green car solutions in India. Thank you, Mr. Nikhil, for participating and sparing your time with us.
Thanks, Anish. It's a pleasure to be here.
Right. So your company is operating in the Indian EV space. Its operation and its thought process is very different. So give us a brief introduction about your company, since when you came up with this idea, and how are you executing this idea in the past several years, and how's the market response for your products?
Yes. So Fox Motor is introducing like xEV platforms as retrofitment into existing and on-road cars, wherein the base technology for this product goes way back then, from 10 years from now, when I conceptualized and invented an all-new hybrid electric powertrain platform uh, uh, as a base of a manual transmission. And thus it forms world's first hybrid electric powertrain platform based on a manual transmission. And subsequently, over the past 10 years, we validated the technology platform, validated the product platform, as well as uh, tested out the commercial segment of this product category in the market, where we have seen huge positive response from the customers, as well as the industry community, both in the component supply chain as well as the auto retail market. And thus, I think it's already we have reached 2020, and it's the right time to introduce these solutions to the end consumer market.
Right. So where are you? Where is your company based in, and what is your business model as such? Like we understand that this is a very different approach towards affordable electric mobility in passenger car segment, and
Right.
it's not traditional or in conventional sense. So it's quite new for an idea. So tell us how you came up with this idea and the business models that you're working on.
Right. See, we as a company are based out of Delhi NCR, and we also have a corporate office presence in Mumbai. And again, to explain you the entire product and the business model, I would like to share a corporate profile presentation.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
and this corporate profile presentation will help you understand about a company and business model more in a better sense. Okay, so again, now you can see what's the present uh, situation with India. I think India is recognized as world's most polluted countries since 2015, and the achievement for this is about not to be proud of, and the complete and if we specifically see Delhi, which tops the list as world's most polluted cities in the world. So we have around 34 lakh cars on road in Delhi, and out of that, the alternate fuel vehicles other than petrol and diesel, which is CNG, and all these CNG cars are say about 8 to 10 lakh cars in Delhi, and this shows the ratio of conventional fuel vehicles as well as to alternate fuel like CNG in the Delhi region and NCR region. So this is what the problem is. All our passenger car segment and the economy passenger car segment contributes to say about 12% of the Indian automobile market, which is considered as most gas guzzling as well as pollution generating automobile segment. And our company's focus is on to electrify this passenger car segment in the economy space. So this entire solution is an xEV solution, and the product brand name is Hybe, which is a hybrid electric system for retrofitment in cars. And the complete solution is developed in support with Automotive Research Association of India, that's ARAI, and in the earlier slide, you can see the green attachment and this complete electric drivetrain, which we integrate to the existing powertrain of the engine and gearbox arrangement, and and uh, and this is how we integrate a a parallel power source as well as the drivetrain to the existing drivetrain, which is the fuel-based powertrain platform.
Okay,
And it completes it completely makes out to a hybrid and a pure electric complete powertrain.
okay. So, which are all, just tell us about the key components or the aggregates that
Yes.
goes
So
with
we introduce two electrical machines. One is the motor generator, which drives the vehicle as well as regenerates power uh, while braking and posting application, as well as another electrical machine, which is a regeneration electrical machine used to regenerate and recuperate energy while we change gears as well as we press clutch in a conventional manual car, and both these electrical machines are integrated to the existing gearbox of the car through our retrofit gearbox and through our retrofit drivetrain, which we integrate into the existing complete drivetrain.
Okay, right. Yeah. So,
And after this installation of this complete solution, the customer can drive on hybrid mode, which is the default driving mode, which includes series, parallel driving operation. And if the conventional fuel vehicle is giving about, say, a standard mileage of 13 to 14 kilometers every liter, then in default mode, uh, the vehicle would get a 30% increment in mileage. So simply the 14 kilometer every liter mileage would become around 18 kilometers every liter of standard default mileage. And after driving this 18 kilometers in a liter of your fuel on hybrid mode, the vehicle battery, the EV battery would get recharged uh, for the vehicle to be driven on pure electric mode, which is the EV mode, for about 6 kilometers.
okay.
And it would take an overall efficiency improvement to 24 kilometer every liter. So here you can see how 14 kilometer every liter mileage comes around to be 24 kilometer every liter efficiency improvement with the 40% efficiency improvement. And on an overall scenario, if we say after 70 to 100 kilometers of your hybrid mode driving, which is your default driving after the installation of the solution, the batteries would get completely recharged for a 50 kilometer EV driving mode or the 50 kilometer electric drive mode.
Right.
So this is how it would take. So here it signifies that we are taking up a complete 40 to 60% increment in the fuel efficiency, and it simply depends upon how you drive and in which city traffic conditions you drive, and it can even go beyond 60% as well, which is again leads to more mechanical losses happening in your transmission in a manual transmission while driving in traffic conditions, and that's what it leads to 40 to 60% incremental fuel efficiency. And this electric mode, this EV mode, is absolutely gearless. And this EV mode would have a top speed of 60 to 80 kilometers per hour, standard top speed, and absolutely gearless driving mode would be there in your conventional manual transmission. And this is how it would be there. So so it's an electrified manual transmission wherein your neutral gear would become the EV gear or the EV mode gear operation, and it would be a completely automatic. And here you can now see a 30 to 50% overall decrease in your running cost. That is the rupees per kilometer, and say on a monthly basis, if the customer is driving 1500 kilometers, 1500 kilometers every month, depends upon the petrol or diesel now, which is a very similar price point fuels, then the customer can easily save about 3000 to 5000 every month of his fuel spend. And this system also have the optional plug-in mode, and the customer can simply plug in charge the battery via an external battery charger, within which our system is compatible with onboard charging with an external battery charger provided along with the system. And again, the driving operation would then cost only about 1 rupee per kilometer. And the plug-in EV range as standard is 50 kilometers, as well as can be increased up to 100 kilometers on customer's request.
Okay, right.
So, and now here, understand how we are providing hybrid mode, which is a default driving mode, as well as a pure electric vehicle mode. And it leads to 50 to 100% zero emissions drive, whereas in the EV mode, it's a completely 100% green drive. So the technology platform goes behind this complete product is hybrid ReGeN Drive, which is a recuperation and energy platform wherein this patented technology regenerates electrical power when the driver slows down the vehicle during braking, and whenever the clutch is applied or change of gears is happening. Therein about 50 to 70% mechanical losses happening in a transmission gearbox. We are recuperating those energy losses and recharging to provide to the battery bank to give you the optimum self-charging driving ratios. Similarly, what we have explained, wherein after driving 70 to 100 kilometers in a hybrid mode, the customer can drive the vehicle on complete 50 kilometers EV drive range. So this leads to this is how we have led to a fast internal battery charging and eliminate the range anxiety in a typical EV drivetrain, EV vehicle. And now I think we have reached up to the comparison over a conventional fuel to a high solution vehicle. So you can understand it's about any typical petrol car gives then around 14 kilometer per liter mileage, and around a 5 rupees running cost if you have took the understanding of the petrol price at 70 rupees, which was earlier, say about 2-3 years back, when we first tested this technology platform on a up and running car. And so this 14 kmpl mileage would lead to a 24 kmpl with the high solution mileage, and your 5 rupee running cost would now decrease to only about 2.9 or 3 rupees per kilometer running cost. Similarly, you can understand that with the diesel option, wherein a 16 kilometers traditional mileage, getting all you in a typical city driving car or a entry level a premium hatchback, premium hatchback vehicle, and a 4 rupees running cost, uh, which again in the high solution in a diesel vehicle, the mileage increases from 16 to 26, and again a decrease in the running cost from from 4 to 2.5 rupees. And if we now compare the CNG and the petrol option, and you can see the CNG vehicle again gets around 19 to 20 kmpl of mileage uh, over a petrol engine vehicle, fuel vehicle, when it was earlier around 13, 14. Uh, and again, the running cost is happens to be around 2.5 rupees per kilometer in the CNG option. So with our system in the vehicle, and it gives over incremental mileage than a CNG vehicle. It's about 24 uh, kmpl, and the running cost difference is not much, uh, again compared between 2.5 to 2.9, because the base fuel of the CNG is cheaper than petrol. But again, CNG is a cumbersome technology when applied to your conventional economy segment cars, or even entry level sedans, or mid segment, C segment sedans. And again, we have also able to compare the CNG to the hype where it is in there.
Right. So yes, sir. So just to break the monotony, I have some questions from the PPTs that you took us through. One is that so the base car should be a petrol car or a diesel car. So yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. The government standard defines us that we can only do a retrofitment solution only to a petrol and diesel car,
okay,
and not to a CNG car, because because the vehicle already has an alternative fuel, which is the CNG.
okay.
So CNG is considered in the alternate fuel segment.
Hmm.
So we are not allowed to do to integrate basically a third fuel, which is the electric battery system
Right.
into the already CNG vehicle.
Hmm.
But for the customer who needs the ours xEV solution,
Hmm.
uh, we can help them by removing the CNG solution from their car and integrating our xEV platform,
Okay.
xEV solution into
Right.
these.
And in the list of key components that you mentioned about the traction motor for the hybrid system, as well as key other components with a transmission of your own and everything. But what about the batteries? So for a hybrid system, obviously, even if it is a parallel system as well, like you need a small battery, right? So tell us a little bit about the battery, which is again a key component, and also your system offers a pure electric driving mode as well. So what will be the size of battery, its capacity, and what is the technology, the chemical component of the battery type?
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So there are about 10 components comprising in the complete solution,
Mm,
uh, which is again the traction motor generator, uh, which has a peak power of around 30 kilowatt, uh, and uh, and again the other electrical machine I told you is a recuperation generator, uh, which is around 2 to 3 kilowatt specification, power specification, and again the motor controller along, which helps to drive the traction motor, and again the standard battery of the vehicle is not removed, but is again shifted to the boot space of the car, to make spacing in the engine compartment for our integration, for our components integration, and again an additional EV traction battery
mm,
uh, is integrated, which has power specification of around 8 to 10 kilowatt hour.
okay.
Uh, in the battery pack, and again electrified vacuum pump is integrated to electrify the braking system while driving on EV mode, because on EV mode your engine is switched off. So electrified vacuum pump is integrated to give you the power braking features. And again, giving you information about more components is our proprietary designed retrofit gearbox, which is the drivetrain transmission, which basically integrates two electrical machines to the existing gearbox of the car. A supervisory control unit, which we say the hybrid control unit or the ECU of the complete system. That's also a proprietary component, which includes our control strategies, driving strategies, and all the supervisory control system of the solution.
Right.
Giving you more information about the components is also an electrified air conditioning compressor to give you all the air conditioning features in your EV mode, and then involving a complete smart telematic system to help you choose within these driving modes from hybrid to electric, wherein the hybrid is the default, and driving electric is your option or is the customer's optional driving mode. Or
but that standard option of 6 kilometer of pure electric driving is part of a standard fitment, or that's again an optional one?
That's a standard option.
Standard option. So if
the complete solution is a standard solution which involves both hybrid as well as electric driving.
Okay.
And the electric mode is the need of the customer or the option for the customer to switch on. And again, after consuming the 50-kilometer EV drive range in the EV mode, the vehicle would automatically start on the engine, and it would be a default hybrid mode in the vehicle.
Right. And the batteries, the battery pack is made up of the lead acid batteries or lithium ion cells.
Again, the standard battery is the lead acid, which is in the car,
right.
which we are not removing and used for starting, cranking in the engine and for other vehicle electronics. Within our EV traction battery, within our solution is a lithium ion LFP chemistry battery, and we are also looking forward to introduce NCM chemistry as well. Okay. And again, these battery systems are absolutely safe to be integrated and to be used on with a very long-term duration and the Indian environmental scenarios. And again, all the complete systems are covered by warranties by our company as standard warranty, which is about 2 years, 2,000 kilometers, as well as an extended warranty up to 5 years, as well as a post-extended warranty up to 8 years as well. Okay. So it's a safe and sound system.
Right. And another thing that even you mentioned in your PPT is that your model is ARAI certified, right? So which means tell us a little bit about your R&D in specific, like what sort of homologation and what sort of testing and certification has been done with your models, and how many successful models are running on roads right now, and what are the customer testimonials for your products?
So I think in our complete journeys, which happens to started from about 10 years back, we tested the technology platform, validated the product platform up till 2016, because the draft for this product category started within ARAI and Ministry of Road Transport and Highways in draft from 2013, and that draft got finalized and and published in Gazette from the MORTH in 2016. And we took the commercial foray from 2016 onwards. And again, going forward, we partnered with certain credible tier one auto component manufacturers within the two-wheeler industry. And again, after being recognized as a new OEM entrant into the Indian market with the focus on passenger car category, we been got introductions within MORTH and the EV policy committee within NITI Aayog, and later that helped us to get in sync with ARAI, Automotive Research Association of India, to support in the development of our EV subsystems, wherein we commenced work within ARAI from 2017-18 onwards to validate our EV systems, as well as to develop with us, along with us, to basically design from scratch for the supervisory control unit, later on integrate and validate the hybrid control strategies for our system. Also validating the designs for our retrofitment gearbox before it reaches to a commercial production model. And I think now we are ready to we are good to go to the end consumer market. Our earlier brand launch was scheduled in end of March, but that got delayed due to the pandemic situation in the country. And now we are ready to do our official brand launch later in August. And again, further, again, our product launch would be there along with our dealers meet, where a pan-India dealer community would be discussed for our dealership, our franchise dealership model or business model. And we would again start the retail sales happening started from December or end of December. That's the go-to-market strategy.
Right. Before going to other questions, let's again, like I would like you to discuss and elaborate more on your business models again.
So again, now where we reach is certain other features of Hive, and going back to the product description, again, you can understand how there's a fast self-charging happening in, along with the optional plug-in charge EV driving, and there's no effect on engine performance at all, because we're not touching the engine at all. All our electric drivetrain integration is into the existing transmission gearbox of the car, and wherein the complete hybrid electric powertrain would get incremental life as well as performance in the vehicle. Therefore, we also anticipate a great increase in resale value of the car, because in the used car market, the customer is appreciating a low running cost vehicle, which only he or she gets in a CNG vehicle of the cars available. But again, in CNG, there is a maintenance issue of around 2 to 5 years of aged vehicles in the engine, because CNG does increase the maintenance cost for the vehicle as it wear and tears the key engine based components, which is not here in our solution. And since our solution is also providing an automatic driving within your manual transmission, so simply it is the automatic driving mode within a manual transmission. And in the used car market, the customer is very much appreciating the automatic transmission cars, wherein with our solution, it gets both the features of low running cost as well as the automatic driving within the manual transmission. Okay. And what you see in the market that when a customer has a manual transmission vehicle, he misses the automatic one in the traffic condition scenario. But when they does have the automatic transmission, they misses the manual because only due to certain performance issue or while they want to enjoy the vehicle driving on a certain faster speeds. So there it is. They need the grunt and the revving and the rev up of the engine, which only happens in a manual transmission system. And the complete solution only consumes around quarter of a boot space, while in CNG it takes a complete boot space of a typical hatchback. So therein it is a very difficult situation for families going out for outstation traveling with luggage and handling that and managing that with a CNG cylinder in your boot space. Wherein our system only consumes quarter of a boot space and with a complete fiber body pack immersed as a part of your vehicle, and on top of that you can put in all your luggage sitting on the top, and again that again gives a very comfortable. So now when we have reached to the dealerships to help you understand the complete business model, our franchise authorized dealerships would be coming in for the customers in the retail sales, aftermarket and services to be availed from the showrooms, wherein the showrooms would be coming in with our own branded dealerships in a 3S facility platform, just like a typical car brand showrooms are there for sales, spares and services. Likewise, we have our sales, aftermarket as well as services. And to understand the sales aspect, we have hype cars for you as hybrid electric retrofit car. And this product segment and the business model, we are first to introduce here in India as well as worldwide if we likewise take comparisons. Whereas new and used cars on customer request would be available with pre-installed hybrid electric system, and our company would take the complete warranty on the car as standard warranty at 2 years, 50,000 kilometers, which is again available with an extended warranty for about up to 5 years and 1 lakh kilometers, again whichever is earlier, and also available with a post extended warranty of 8 years and 1,50,000 kilometers, again whichever the earlier is applicable in the warranty terms. Going after to the aftermarket retail segment is we have Hype Kit, which is the hybrid electric retrofit kit, again as a hybrid electric system retrofitment, available all with the standard warranty about 2 years 10 kilometers, with extended warranty of 5 years, as well as the post extended warranty with 8 years and the follow-up kilometers available. And all these cars with all our hype cars and the cars which have the aftermarket hype kit installed, all these cars and customers can avail our green car solutions and services, wherein we are committed to provide hype care or green in a green car care segment, where we want to introduce a green wash based non-water based washing systems, paint protection coatings, as well as all the value services which are required for the customer, which is required by the customer uh, uh, for the engine maintenance, as well as uh, other body repair works, and all these value services can be availed from our dealership only. And again, since our electric drivetrain does not require any maintenance, specific maintenance, uh, but again, the vehicle is to be inspected and with regular checkups for the thermal management of the batteries, for the connector inclusions in the electrical system, and all these checkups would be provided within our service segment of our dealerships.
Okay. Right.
And now uh, you would be very much intrigued to understand the complete approach of our company, uh, and where we are taking an OEM approach as an original equipment manufacturer for our hybrid electric uh, retrofitment solutions. And again, if you just notice that Fox Motor is uh, is again positioning itself as a technology-led OEM, which again can lead to a and would definitely lead to a sector and market disruption in the tire industry. And to help you understand how we are compared and positioned likewise to any other car manufacturer, uh, uh, which is a car OEM brand, wherein we are basically a technology-led car OEM. And to understand the comparison uh, and the similarization structures, wherein Fox Motor is a technology-led car OEM and any other car manufacturer which we consider as big brother is a design-led car OEM. So likewise, we conceptualize the technology for our solutions and the required features to be involved in our complete system. And our sister concerned companies, which is Folks Finance, is very much open to support the entire industry with all our debt instruments available for our dealers, our suppliers, as well as for retail customers who are buying hype cars, basically hybrid electric retrofit cars, or the retrofitment kit solution. And again, the complete value chain uh, uh, comprising the supply chain as well as the dealer retail community, as well as for the end customer segment. We have a complete set of debt instruments to support them in their following requirements.
Okay. Right. Thank you, sir. Thanks for giving us an elaborate idea of your business models and dealership sales and service networks. Now, one question that comes to my mind is, say, with your retrofit hybrid electric system, that adds an additional drive weight of few components, right, which includes batteries as well. So, does that affect or have any impact on the performance of the cars, say, performance of the base car, for instance? So, are there any studies done on that regard, or what are your thoughts on that?
See, the entire solution is designed, developed uh, with an understanding of the incremental weight of this complete system. And the government standard allows us to add up about 20-21% uh, of the curb weight of the vehicle, wherein uh, again the entire system with an additional gross vehicle weight, along with including the curb weight and the kit weight of the system, has been entirely developed from scratch for every specific model. Uh, uh, Again, for the specific model, the kit is available, and the retrofitment solution is available. Okay. So, and it does not affect any sort of effect upon the engine performance, hybrid driving performance, wherein the hybrid driving mode, the incremental performance is to be seen on the customer requirements in the high speed, low speed, torque requirements, as well as within the EV mode, we have able to achieve a great performance metric wherein the 0 to 60 can be achievable with only within only 8 seconds if a single user is sitting in, wherein the complete vehicle laden with 4 or 5 passengers, including the luggage available in the vehicle, the 0 to 60 can be achievable anywhere between 10 to 15 seconds as well. Okay. So again, all these performance metrics are very much in sync, considered with all the weight increments and upon the gross vehicle weight of the vehicle.
Okay. Right. And so your hybrid electric retrofit kit is compatible to which segment of the cars? And you also mentioned that depending on the customer's choices, even new cars as well as certified pre-used cars will also be offered. Now, does that mean that any car of any make and model as per customer choices will be entertained, or how does that work?
See, the entire target market in the passenger car segment is to be chosen from premium hatchback, entry level premium hatchback, up to entry level SUVs comprising the entry level sedans, mid segment sedans, B segment, C segment sedans, and again limiting to the entry level SUV segment only, because again beyond entry level SUV segment there is more requirement of utility in the multi-purpose vehicle application as well as the sports utility vehicle application, wherein again it involves a whole lot of other customer requirements and expectations from the vehicle. And again, the entire solution is designed and developed for every specific make and model. And our company is initiating with 5 models which are very much popular in the commercial used cars segment, as well as the fleet and taxi application market. Again, all these models are coming from the stable of again India's top car manufacturer, who is having about more than 50% of market share in the industry. So all these models are coming from a very popularized car models, and the entire range of a solution are to be available for up to 20 models chosen from the industry, which would be available within a 3-year time frame in our retail market operations.
Okay. And what about your network, say, or dealership as well as service network right now? How many are set up, and are you in talks with any other OEMs as well, so as to bring OEMs also on board in this whole innovative idea?
Absolutely. See, we have already taken in about 4 to 6 dealership. I think we have already signed up LOIs with them, and started looking after for the required space and the certain location within the most tier 1 metro cities. And again, Delhi NCR is on our focus, along with Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, and Chandigarh. So again, all these 4-5 cities uh, are on our target market geography uh, to start from. And again, uh, by next year, we would have a very prominent pan India presence, and we are partnering with some of the top and largest automotive dealer groups. Uh, I can't name them as of now, but we are in talks with certain auto retail groups which are having, say, like all the top and up to 100 dealerships of Tata Motors, uh, or a dealer group which does have private equity placement, only one in the industry, which has a prolonged multi-brand auto retail dealerships of multiple brands in the pan India presence.
Okay, right.
And to include OEMs in our business model, in our business platform, brand platform, we are uh, trying to explore opportunities wherein for our retrofit car segment offering, uh, we can involve OEMs to supply their cars to us, uh, which will help them to again have their inventories cleared up, which does happens in this cyclical market chain. And again, we are trying to explore opportunities with them where they can supply their cars to us, and we can install the our xEV platform, our hybrid electric system into those cars, and that can be retailed from our dealerships with a cross badging structure, and we can also allow them to sell those retrofit cars from their dealerships as well.
Right. Okay. So one last question. For instance, let's take this case where a customer wants a premium hatchback, a brand new premium hatchback from your company. And so what will be the extra cost? Say, for instance, the premium hatchback itself costs X amount of rupees. And what will be an approximate price of your system so as to be added to that X of that price of the car? Just to get an idea of how affordable is this concept is.
See, the entire retrofitment solution, which involves the efficiency improvements, low running costs, the plug-in running cost at ₹1 per kilometer, as well as the most prominent feature in our entire solution, which is automatic driving within your manual transmission. So the price segment, what we are able to position at volume is coming around anywhere in between 1 to 2 lakh rupees, which also makes sense for the customer, wherein the customer spends around 1.5 lakh for a diesel option of its car, over the petrol option, just to get second 4-5 kilometers incremental mileage, wherein the diesel fuel price is not much different with the petrol price, wherein now it is more similar and even beyond the petrol price for the diesel fuel. And again, the customer also spends anyway around 1.5 lakh for an automatic transmission. So even with AMTs now available in the market, which does provide the customer not much up to the expectation of drivability, because again there are certain lags and to be experienced with the AMT option, wherein the AMT does provide the comfort of automatic driving, but again the customer performance experience, driving experience is not up to the optimum level.
Okay.
So our entire solution is eliminating all those problems, and also providing incremental fuel efficiency, lowered down running costs, plug-in electric driving at 1 rupee per kilometer, automatic within your manual transmission. And just to give you a cue about our hybrid driving, it does involve automatic driving within your hybrid mode as well, which again is a secret and suspense to be maintained up till when our product launch and retail sales would be starting in.
Okay. So when are you planning to launch this product commercially?
Again, as explained earlier, our brand launch is scheduled around end of August. But again, these dates can vary in the current pandemic situation, and our expectation is to later do an official product launch and dealers meet for the industry, and the retail sales can start off from December or January next year.
Okay.
So within this financial year, all our launch events as the retail sales would definitely start off. And again, with the COVID situation, the entire financial year is very much disturbed. And again, our entry plans for the Indian market is a little bit on a hang up.
But do you see any new opportunities coming out of this pandemic for electric vehicles or even hybrid vehicles in India?
See, this entire COVID situation makes and builds up the entire opportunity in terms of customer perception and the future of the nature of products and solutions is expected by the customer and demanded by the market. Wherein now the customer is more looking for environmental consciousness. Now the customer is more conscious about the nature spheres, which is came on with the pandemic situation, and lower driving modes and less maintenance or worthy powertrain fuel options as well. So the electrification vehicle models and solutions are to be considered by the end customer in the market in a very substantial way. And again, with the situation, personalized mobility is expected to be in demand, wherein the shared mobility is facing certain challenges. But again, the industrial market opens up opportunities and the market position for all sorts of mobility solutions, personal vehicle manufacturers, and therefore.
Right. Thank you, sir. Fox Motor is definitely a very innovative and a very different approach based approach for electromobility in India to make sure that the EV and the electromobility technologies reach masses within the affordable segments. I think this is one way to give a new push for EVs as well. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us, sir. And we wish you
I
good
think
luck.
it's a delight to be here on your platform,
Sure.
and happens to be
Sure, sir.
invite you to our brand launch and product launch event.
Definitely. Please do keep us posted on all your updates from your company. Thank you so much, sir.